Chapter 1. The Silent Library. Eliza is sitting at her desk. She was not put out by the height of her chair. She has a Japanese textbook open in front of her, squeezing her pen as she is baffled by a certain question because it had advanced word in it. Why does Japanese have to be so damn hard? This question is stupid, she sputters under her breath, loud enough for people in a close proximity to hear her talking. A nearby janitor hears Eliza talking. He is a bit unpleased. The janitor puts his yellow cleaning mop in the bucket. He then genuinely goes up to Eliza with a smile on his face. "Hey, could you please remain quiet? There are a lot of people trying to read and study here in this library," he says in fluent Japanese. He is getting a bewildered look from Eliza. She's trying to make out the situation after hearing what he just rambled on because he's speaking Japanese. After some time she puts two and two together and realizes that she is being too noisy. A second later she apologizes, but then sees an opportunity. She points her finger, stained with ink, at the question she is struggling to grasp, hoping the janitor can assist her. He then arches his eyebrow, leans over her desk and puts one hand on it, then proceeds to look at the question and realizes that she got it wrong. The janitor comprehends that Eliza is a foreigner, so he doesn't question it and give her the answer, walking away without a second thought. Eliza's happy she got the correct answer filled in. While ecstatic, she looks up to the guy to thank him, only to see that he's gone to continue his job. 2 days go by and Eliza is laying on her bed with a Japanese textbook on the floor. As she sighs with stress and worry, she takes a look at her phone calendar and is hit with the realization that school is starting in around a week. She suddenly gets a boost of motivation to start harder. As she is about to pass out from exhaustion due to studying, she hears the loud sound of a truck. Eliza leaps out of her bed in confusion. She walks up to the window to see what's going on. Eliza briefly looks outside and sees that there are people moving boxes in the house next door. She gets excited, as she already wants to be friends with them, without even knowing who it is. A day later, after each box has been slowly being moved inside, the neighbor hears a knock on his front door. He is puzzled and asks himself who it could be. A few seconds go by and he goes to his front door and locks it. As he opens the door and slowly gets a glimpse of the person outside and sees a familiar face, he opens the door fully and receives a warm welcome from Eliza. He realizes that it was the girl who helped a few days ago at the library, but decided it would be better not to mention it. It then clicks in his brain and realizes that she is a foreigner and her Japanese is mediocre. Eliza is still looking at him with a smile, then sees that it's the same guy from the library, the janitor. "I appreciate the warm welcome. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from?" he says in Japanese. Eliza somewhat understands him, still struggling to understand what he is saying. I can also speak English if you want to. I can speak in English," the guy suggested in English. "Oh, that makes things a lot less complicated. Hi, welcome to the neighborhood," she says in relief. Since you can speak English, I was wondering if you could teach me how to speak Japanese. I would appreciate it," she said as she has her fingers crossed, hoping for a yes. "Well, sure, I don't mind doing so in my free time." Her eyes light up after hearing that he has agreed to help her. "Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Alright, I'll leave you be now. Bye bye." She happily leaves and runs back home, waving goodbye as she watches her new neighbor wave her back.